with another episode of, I almost said easy cooking. We're here with another episode of In the Kitchen, as opposed to easy cooking. Another show we do. My name is Heather Bunce, and I am co-founder of Health for Youth and one of the members of Bay Street and Beyond. And we are here with our guest chef, Chef Massimo Felici.
We're going to scream.
Yes, I want to emphasize it. I'm going to leave you now, but Chef Massimo is going to take over and make some delectable, tasty chicken dish for us today of some variety. Goodbye.
Oh, what's up? How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, man. You know what we're making today? You don't know? Very simple stuff. We're making chicken cutlet, which I think is everybody's favorite. And then we're going to serve it with a chopped tomato, cucumber, fennel salad on top. All right? And we're going to fry it in oil and butter. Yeah, I like that fat from the butter. All right. So we're going to start with the salad first. We're going to do a lot of cutting and chopping. All right. I'm going to cut it very small. What I like to do with my cucumber is take the seeds out. The seeds is what have a lot of water in it. So I'm a little finicky. You just cut them off like that. That's the seeds. You don't want the seeds. You don't want to deal with doing that. It makes your salad very watery. Especially once you put salt in it. It brings even more water out. And cucumber to begin with, they're mainly made out of water. Right? Talking to you. Right? Okay. The other way you could do it, instead of cutting them out, you could take a spoon, maybe not a plastic spoon, but that's what we got, and you just do it like that, and you just carve them out. Same way. Actually, for you at home, probably easier to do it with a spoon, and you take the water seeds out. Okay. All right. Then we'll make it very small. You could cut them however you prefer. If you want them big, I like them small. Right? Yes?
Yes.
You sure?
Ciao.
Don't look so freaking serious. Oh my God, look at her. She's like, what you looking at?
Capiche.
I didn't ask you, woman. Throw it in the big old bowl. Boom, boom, boom. You smiling now? All right. Good. Got nervous there. Oh, so freaking quiet in this room. Nobody's got nothing to say? Any questions about anything? No? All right.
Which cucumbers to use? Those small cucumbers versus large cucumbers, no difference.
Cheapest ones you see. I mean, you have the English cucumbers, which are a little more expensive. They're very long because they're seedless. They're still going to have the little seeds in it. The little ones are great. Like, I will do that only if you're making like a cucumber salad per se. But never had an issue with these. Those are great to pickle them. You know, the little ones. That's why they make pickles out of them. Okay, now tomatoes, what I do, same concept, meaning
You take the seeds out?
I only use the pulp. For a salad, again, if you're gonna cook it, different story, right? You know, if you're making a sauce out of it. But in a salad, this is on the watery side. And I don't want it like that. Because then when you put the dressing in it, it just waters it down. Seeds don't taste bad. Why? The reason why they take the seeds out when people are making this, tomato sauce at home, and then, is because most of the time people are making the tomato sauce at home, right? And then they jar it, is that they will puree the tomatoes. So by pureeing the tomatoes, you also pureeing the seeds. And the seeds will get to be a little bit of a bitter flavor to it. But nothing wrong with leaving the seeds in it, in the tomato. Again, unless you're pureeing the tomato sauce, then you want to get the seeds out. There's a garbage pail right there. Look at that. Again, I like to make them small. Also, you're making a tomato sauce, you're peeling them. They take the peel off when you make a tomato sauce. Right, blanch them up and peel them.
I'm interested in how you cut the fennel, because I don't know how to cut fennel, so I'm gonna watch how you do.
Oh, well, again, with that one, it depends what you're doing with it. At a restaurant, I do a fennel salad, so I shave it thin. But if I put it in a salad at this moment, I'm gonna match everything else by cutting it small.
Small size.
Yeah.
I have a recipe for a fennel salad made with grapefruit.
Yeah.
And I just never know how to cut it.
Shave it. Get a mandolin. And you shave it. I mean, don't do it. I wouldn't do it too thin. Because what happened with the fennel when it's too thin, then it gets mushy. It stops absorbing a lot of the dressing and it gets mushy. So you put it on the coarser side of your mandolin, or you go with a knife. So you just slice it up.
Right.
And then, yes, traditionally, we serve it with orange segments. If you're down in Sicily, orange segments, fresh mint, toasted pine nuts, right? And then you use the remaining balance of your orange to make a little dressing out of it. Right. Instead of using vinegar, you could use the actual orange itself. But then if it's orange because sweet, then I will mix it with a little bit of vinegar anyway. Right.
This is a salad. I got a recipe to serve with fish.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to cut the fennel.
I serve that salad down in Sicily. They're known for, swordfish and tomatoes and all, and tuna. So I serve that with either tuna steak or swordfish steak, things like that. I serve it also with grilled prawns. What else? That's it? All right. Very quiet.
I noticed not too many of the fronds on the fennel. You don't save them for anything?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of the fond itself, a lot of it looks great for like a topping of certain dishes, the salad itself, to decor in a way. And the stalks, depending what you're doing, my guys give them to me clean. We chop them up because they've been part of the salad without a problem.
I just happen to love the fennel.
Well, the tops of these, you could definitely use it,
Yeah,
100%.
almost like a celery.
Yeah.
Just like celery.
Well, yeah, I mean, right, exactly. The texture of it is definitely celery, except for the,
Flavor.
the flavor of.
Flavors.
But in Italy, we do a lot. I mean, we do a lot with fennel. We use it a lot. One way we cut it in quarters, kind of thick, and then we bake it with it's called gratinati. It's the fennel baked with fontina cheese and bechamel. And yeah, I mean, obviously the flavors totally changes when the fennel is cooked than when it's raw.
Yeah, I could imagine. I've Never had it cooked.
Oh, it's delicious.
It's actually a new vegetable.
Well, fennel is used a lot in Italy for digestion. At the end of the meal, they give you some fennel raw, and you just dip it with oil and lemon and salt, and you just eat it. If you ever go to one of those herbal stores, like pharmacies and stuff, whenever you have stomach issues or this and that, what they give you is fennel extract, and you put it in your tea, or sometimes you could drink it. Fennel is a natural for digestion.
It's good to know.
Yeah. My wife didn't like fennel at all until she met me. Right, babe? She keeps saying, even now she'll say, I don't like fennel like this. I don't like fennel like that. In the meantime, when I'm making fennel, she's always eating it. All right, whatever.
It's all in the know-how.
Yeah. So, babe, you like fennel or not? But why do you keep saying you don't like fennel then? Oh, I'm talking to you. Put the phone down.
I like it with dressing, like a salad or something like that, but just by itself is very strong. Like this, because that's like a licorice.
It's a licorice flavor. Yo, put the iPad away before I confiscate it for the next 2 weeks. Back in the day, my father said, I'll give you a beat down or this and that. Now you gotta threaten them by taking their phones and iPads away. Yes, it's a little work to do this. And then once it's done, it's done. Obviously, if you leave it chunky, it's much faster. But I like it small because when you go and eat it, you get a little bit of everything in that salad in one bite because it's chopped up very small. So you got everything in your mouth. Instead, when it's cut big, it's good, but you're just tasting the tomato, then you're tasting the cucumber, separately. This one, instead, you're tasting it together. All right, almost. So usually in Italy, right, we'll take this on the slicer machine. I'll do this, or you could do this if you like to. That's fine. What we do in Italy is we cut them like this, and then these are the ones that we bake. Or they'll give it to you like this. In Tuscany, they give you called pinzimonio. During the harvest of the oil, which is around October, every restaurant will have pinzimonio, which is a crudité. It's a bowl with everything raw. Fennel, artichoke, spring onions, scallions, carrots, and celery. That's that. And then they give you a bowl of the new extra virgin oil from Tuscany for you to dip it in there and eat it. Yeah. It's everywhere. And you're going there because they want to highlight their new extra virgin olive oil. The core, I've eaten it plenty of time. You don't have to take it out. Also because when you take it out, it'll fall apart. So leave it on, chop it up. It's fine. Instead of being in layers, it cubes up pretty, on its own.
What's the proportion? Like cucumber, tomato, is there any way to?
Roughly equal amounts. There's no perfect way. I do equal amounts, pretty much. Something that could be a little bit more tomato. It's really a personal preference. The only thing you do, maybe you do less, would be onion. I do put onion in it. So you don't want to be too much on the onion because then the onion will take over, especially if it sits there a little bit. So the onion just as an enhancement to the flavors. So you go less on the onion. All right, all right. Onion. I don't want a lot of it, so. What the hell? The onion you want to chop as small as possible. You don't want to get a big old chunk of onion in your mouth. And if you love onions, then it's up to you. This is a person. What do you want?
Talk to us about how you cut onions with people cut onions.
No, I don't feel onion.
Okay.
Well, let me see. Let me grab this. I don't need it, but we'll just waste it. So you cut the sides off, right? So this is not exactly a perfect half because I only cut a small piece out of it. So the debate about the onion, debate. I don't do debates, but people sometimes do debates. We cut it exactly in half. So after you're done, you cut in half. That's where everybody starts, right? Because you want a solid space. You want a flat spot on the bottom, or else it starts to move around, and that's how you slice your fingers. So from here, you go to the sides. You don't go all the way back. You keep a piece of it attached, right? So, because also it goes all over the place. So you go like this. That's the thickness you want of your chopping, right? And you follow through the back like this, right? And you keep on going. Then, a lot of chefs go sideways and then again that way, and then they cut it, okay? So there's the guy that says, oh, what's wrong with you? And the guy goes, oh, yeah, you're right. So now, obviously, most of the time when I'm chopping onions, you're chopping it as a base for sauce. A lot of times the onion is going to disappear, correct? So I don't do the slide cut because the onion is already layered, correct? Yeah. Now, some chefs criticize my way, which this way is a lot of people do it. When I say people in the kitchen. But, the training here is a little bit different than the training that I did in Italy. But you could do the sideways cut, but that's for people that are not really perfect, with a knife skill. Going this way could be a little problematic because of how you're putting that, right? So I don't do that. So now I do that with other vegetables because I want everything cut exactly the same way. But in the onion, 95% of the time when I'm using an onion, it's going into a sauce. So I chop it up. It's a rough chop. The pieces don't look exactly the same because they're not going to make a difference once it goes into.
Once they cook, they get clear and soft.
Correct. So it don't matter, right? So I tell people, if you're going to chop it up nice and slow, do it that way. Don't go this way because it's already layered up, right? Correct? You watch Shrek? You know what Shrek says, right? Shrek goes, I'm like an onion. I got layers. You understand? Oh, there we go.
We have another question about the onions. This popped this topic. So we have a question from Ruby Martinez, who asked, I always cry when I chop onions. Is there a technique to chopping them? So
yes, there is. Quite simple, actually.
LOL.
You store your onions. Usually people store their onions at room temperature. You put your onions, like we keep all our onions inside a refrigerator. If the onion is cold, you'll be fine. The whole thing, put bread in your mouth, do this, do that, do salt, somersaults. Nah. Onion in the fridge, you go and chop them, you'll be fine. The warm onion is going to expel all those fumes into you. So cold fridge, put them in the fridge, and you'll be fine. And if you're still crying after that, well, then you're just a little slightly more delicate and sensitive than the rest. Nothing wrong with that.
One of our other guest chefs, Chef Simon, also had another. This question keeps coming up about people frying over onions. He also said some people are not using the best knives, and if you use a knife that's very dull and not very good.
Who said that?
Alejandro Santos.
Oh, okay.
He said people are not using such great knives.
Okay. This knife will skin you alive.
Right.
And I am getting a lot of fumes from the onion. That's why I had to move away. Also, right now I'll be crying in front of everybody. And I don't want to show my sensitive side. But, maybe it works for him that way. That's fine. Just put your freaking onions in our fridge. That's it. All right. That is basil. Oregano. And we're going to wait to dress it until later on when we do the chicken because I don't want it to get all soggy up. All right? Capisci o non capisci? Yeah. Okay, good. Where's the freaking bag? Oh. The girl left? Was it me? Did I bother her too much? Now remember, in this salad, you could get adventurous on your own. A chicken cutlet, tradition. There's no tradition, but if we serve a capricciosa, it's like a mixed salad, right? You've seen it, cutlet with a big salad on top, and you pretty much do whatever you want almost. Most restaurants just a mixed salad or arugula salad, things like that. I don't want to get away with the whole lettuce thing because when I order it, I specifically tell everybody, if I go somewhere to eat it, don't put the freaking salad on top. Put it on the side. Because I want to have that chicken cutlet. I want that crust on the outside. And I think it's going to be hot or warm. And then you're going to put a soggy lettuce on top with the dressing. And it's just going to sog up my chicken. And it's going to wilt my freaking lettuce. And it's going to bother. And I'm going to be in a bad mood, right? I don't want to be in a bad mood. So this is a salad I like because it's crunchy. It's a crunchy salad. Cucumber, fennel, except for the tomato to give a little more flavor. You got a little bit onion. Many times I also put in there little carrots. It's a celery if you want. In this case, I put fennel already, so I don't have to go there. But if you want to, you can. So it's a crunchy chopped salad. And again, I take all the seeds out and everything else so it's not watery. And at the end, before I serve it, I put a really good extra virgin olive oil, a hint of vinegar, salt, and it goes. I don't put salt before because salt will make the vegetables bleed more. Right. So when you go and eat the chicken cutlet, you don't have the sogginess per se. You have this crunchy, burst of flavors in your mouth. Right?
Yeah, it sounds delicious.
All right, we're going to find out soon. Now we get to the chicken cutlet. If you guys don't know how to make chicken cutlets, you guys got serious issues. But so even in the restaurant, I never deep fry my chicken cutlet, any cutlet, veal, I never deep fry. It's a big thing. We do it in Italy when we do usually it's veal alla milanese, cotoletta alla milanese, which is a veal pound the same way. Instead of chicken cutlet, it's veal cutlet. Why? Because the chicken is cheap and veal is very expensive. We use clarified butter, right? So, you cook the butter down, the fats come out, you skim it, and that's your clarified butter. And then it's fried in that clarified butter. We ain't doing that. You guys ain't doing that at home. So it's butter. And I put some of the vegetable oil because the vegetable oil will help the butter not to burn. Because vegetable oil has a much higher smoking point. So you're going to say, well, why don't I just use vegetable oil only? Because the vegetable oil has zero flavor, right? Butter's got some fat back into it. It'll give a beautiful flavor to the actual breadcrumb on the outside. It'll give a nice little crunch, right?
Why not olive oil?
Too heavy. I've seen many chefs that were more successful than I was, that they were deep frying in extra virgin olive oil. And I say, well, God bless you, but olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, doesn't reach high temperatures.
No, it's
The smoking point of that, it's bad. It's low. And then when it reaches a certain smoking point, it will burn. and that oil is nasty after that.
Yes.
You want to get like a crunch. When I do a roast, I use vegetable oil at first. Reason why I do that, I want to get that crunch on the outside. And vegetable oil 450 is not a problem, even higher than some of them. And you get that crunch, then I dump it out. I don't use that as being part of the sauce. Then I'll freshen it up, with my wine, my herbs, and whatever else stock I'm going to use in there. In this case, I want to flavor the butter. If I only put butter, because it's not clarified, the butter will burn. So the vegetable oil helps that. Obviously, you're not going huge, stupid heat. You pan fry it, moderate until it gets a nice little bubbly, crust. And this thing, there it is. Okay, much better. So we're going to start to fry some of my cutlets. Where you go? Okay, goodbye. Well, I said, wait a minute. I knew I forgot something. There we go. So now, my hands are clean. I washed them, okay? I'm not using gloves, so that's it. I don't care. He's already been pounded, as you can see. Thank God, I wasn't in the mood for it. So what do we do? Chicken, flour, egg, breadcrumb. You know why? Do you know why? You don't know? You don't cook at home with your mom and stuff? No? Well, you better stop, kid. All right? So the only reason why we're using the flour is because the flour is going to be able to, when you dip it in the egg will attach itself to the flour. And then you're able to put it in the breadcrumb, so the breadcrumb will attach to the egg. You don't use the flour, you still get some attached to it, but you're not going to get a nice coating all around. It's going to come off. It's going to slide right off. So we do this, like this. All right, there we go. Then we dip it in there, like this. There we go. And then we put it over here. There we go. And that's done. You know what? I'm going to put it over here. Huh? Put it. What's that? Plain. Plain.
And you season it yourself?
You season it yourself. I mean, as far as seasoning is concerned, the only thing you can really put in there, if you want, a hint of salt, right? Unless you put it on the chicken, whichever. I put a little oregano. That's it. I don't put nothing else. There's no reason for it. I don't find reason for it. You're not going to start using dry parsley, dry garlic, I don't like those dry flavors. In this case, I put them on breadsticks maybe, but not in the chicken, because sometimes they will turn when you pan fry them, the flavor itself. If you want, the only other thing you could put in there would be a really thinly chopped parsley in there, and a hint. I love oregano, but it goes nice in there. A little oregano. That's it. Because a lot of the flavored ones you don't know. A lot of them are salty. The breadcrumb itself, it's salty, and I've had those incidents, at home or what have you. The best way to go is always just plain regular breadcrumb. Then I get, the breadcrumb is also important. You're going to say, oh, geez, the breadcrumb? Well, the breadcrumb is going to be all on the outside. So I get a breadcrumb from my bakery, my bread company, because when they do it, first of all, it's much better breadcrumb. And it's not, sometimes you get breadcrumb that is it's like flour. It's so thin. You want it a little bit coarser because it gives you that little crunch, right? When you're pulling it. What you can also do, I'm not a fan of panko. I like it to a certain level. But a lot of restaurants these days, they do complete panko only. I find it disgusting. What you can do, you put maybe like 20% panko in there and leave the rest of your regular breadcrumb. So you have some bits and crunches here and there. The other way, I'm not a fan of.
How do you tell when the oil is hot enough or too hot?
One of those that.
You don't throw a little bit of breadcrumb in it to see if it cooks up or something?
What you could do is just take a piece of the chicken. You go like this. Not ready yet. That's it. I mean, that's what I do. Well, you said you can do it. What the hell? I lost my chicken? What's going on? Just got a piece of chicken over here. Oh, hello.
Very well done.
Just, Michael, we have a question about what kind of flour you use.
Yeah, I did it twice.
What kind of flour you use?
The white one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's right. Regular old Trump flour. You know, I mean, if they're gluten, I also make this gluten free. I have gluten free breadcrumb and I have gluten free flour, and comes out delicious as well. All right, boom, 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 boom. There you go. Now you want a thicker crust. I like it like that. You double dip it. So you do this, right? And that gets a little messy though, but who cares? And you do this, right? Like that. Then you take it, put it back in the egg again, right? And then you put it back in the breadcrumb. And now you got a thicker crust on the outside.
Now, when I tried to cook chicken cutlets, which I don't do anymore, the coating comes off. When
The
it's
who?
cooking, the coating
Comes off?
comes off, like picks up and off, doesn't stay on the chicken. Is that because I don't have it hot enough or cold? What?
Probably because it's not hot enough in there.
Not hot enough.
Yeah. The thing got sogged and it fell off.
Yeah.
Yeah, now remember, if the oil is too hot at the moment when you put it in, you see it's too strong, just lower it. Just lower it. Or just shut it off for a second so it cools off. Or put another piece of chicken in there because the coldness of the chicken is going to lower the temperature of the oil as well. All right, we're going to start frying.
That's why I don't make it.
Yeah, no, it's just the oil. That's all. I mean, it's too low temperature. That's about it. There we go.
And then the slices are a little bit thicker.
The slices, again, is the preference to you. I don't want to pound it thin like a freaking piece of paper because then all you're tasting is just breadcrumb and dry piece of chicken.
So that's
I don't want it thick, but I leave it like that. You want some texture in the chicken. You want some juice in there. I mean, this thing's cooked fast. The only thing you got to cook is just the breadcrumb on the outside, which cooks pretty fast. But you don't want to cook it too fast because then it'll burn the breadcrumb. Meaning not too high. Don't kill it. You know what I mean? Then again, at home, your flames are pretty much like this. The ones in the restaurant, they're much stronger. So, but everybody loves chicken cutlet, man. And the best thing about chicken cutlet, you can make a bunch of them. You can leave them in the fridge. And nothing wrong with eating cold chicken cutlet, or even on room temperature and throwing in sandwiches left and right. Fucking delicious. See what I just did now? Because I'm talking to you, I messed up. I put it in the egg first, then the flour. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna redip it. There we go. Chicken cutlet. You like chicken cutlet? But you don't make it. Well, now you know, huh? Now you know how to make it, okay? Okay?
My father used to say, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Yeah. How long ago was that? Because right now, trust me, that thing has changed, has flipped to the other side. It's the men that are usually cooking.
My father was a cook.
There you go.
My mother was the sous chef, she did all the cutting.
Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that.
Wow.
That's what you want right there, kid. Beautiful color. Look at that. Nice. Son, what's your favorite? Food. Meat, chicken cutlet, right? You can never say no to chicken cutlet. It's chicken and it's fried. Right? But I've had many nasty ones out there, so. All right, what do we got? we go. Put them in the towels, soak up some of that oil. Mm. You gonna have one, son? Yeah. These are both my kids. The other one went for what? Where'd he go? The other one? Haircut?
No, just a restaurant.
Oh. What? Oh, I thought you were talking to me. You talking to me? Huh? All right.
Once they're fried on both sides, the inside temperature should be good, they're cooked.
Yeah. They cook. They're pounded thin. I mean, yeah, they cook 100%. But like I said, the cool thing about this is that you can store them in your fridge. You make you make a bunch, and then you have them in your fridge. You know, quick lunch or this or sandwich or what have you. You know, 3-4 days in the fridge is not a problem once it's cooked. Yeah. There we go. All right. Do one more. One. You want one, honey? Yeah? Okay. Any questions? Oh, so this procedure you see now, we do another one called martini. So the breadcrumb will be mixed, half breadcrumb and half grated cheese. All right? And then you do the same thing. But then after that, once that's done, you'll make a white wine, butter, and lemon sauce. And that's your chicken martini now. Oh, yeah. That Parmigiano on the outside, totally. It makes it a little bit saltier, but not as in salt per se, saltier because of the cheese. But it's delicious. With a wine and lemon sauce. Ooh. All right, we're almost done here. I'm sorry?
And this was the martini one, you're gonna put it on the plate and.
Yeah. I mean, what we do, for example, if I was doing it with this, I would dump all the oil out. I put a little nab of butter, white wine, lemon juice, and then let it simmer until it thickens. The sauce becomes out, and then you serve it. If I was doing.
You pour it over, you don't put the chicken cutlets in it.
Yeah. For like right now, I would just dump this oil out, like fry it in. I keep the chicken cutlets in it.
Oh.
And I just refresh now, make the sauce in it. Butter, white wine, and lemon. That's it. So now it's going to drench. You're not going to have the crunch anymore, but you're going to have the drenching of the wine and lemon sauce, right? With that coating of cheese and breadcrumb. All right. If you need to add a little bit more oil, just a bit. Another piece of more butter. What are you doing? What are you doing? Careful with the phone, man. All right. Cook these up. Yeah, I wish I had a larger pan, but it is what it is. Okay, nice.
And ideally, you don't want it to catch, right? Like if I'm to put 3 right now, that would not be a good idea, right?
I mean, you could squeeze it in, but why? Because then you might just screw up the breading. You just do 2. I mean, you're looking at 2 minutes on each side, if that. You know, I mean, unless, I don't know how many you're going to make, but.
But each piece of chicken that you put in there lowers the temperature of the
The oil.
the oil.
Yeah, so you got,
So the more that you put the chicken in, the more you gotta raise the oil.
yeah, you just raise the flame a little bit. I mean, listen, when you're cooking, you gotta look at what you're cooking. You can't just put it in and walk away. You're not making a beef stew. You know what I'm saying? You're frying or sauteing, so you have to look at it. As long as the oil is not hot, I mean, it's not warm or cold, then you're okay. If it's too hot, even if you put the chicken in, you just lower it real quick. Maybe you put a dash of oil in it just to cool it off a little bit so you don't burn it, right? Or you just put another piece of chicken in. But if they're both in there, like in this case, you just lower the flame and just add a little oil so it brings it down again. And then that's it. If you see fume come out of it, don't put nothing in there. You burn it.
Massimo, we have a question for you.
Mm.
The question is, are you from Italy? And if so, is this dish popular where you're from?
I was born in Milano, so yes, I'm Italian. What's popular about this dish is usually the original is made with veal. It's cotoletta alla milanese. They call it milanese, it's actually from my town. So it's a veal cutlet. Obviously, it's been adapted, make it with chicken and whatever else, but the original recipe, yes. It's a veal cutlet, usually on the bone, you know, like a veal chop. But yeah, it's very popular. But we serve it as is. We serve it just with a piece of lemon next to it. We don't put anything on top, per se. You know, the veal cutlet and a piece of lemon, and that's it.
If people want to see you in real life, where can they see you?
What's that?
If people want to see you in real life, where can they come and see you?
In real life, opposed to Don Cheech.
There you go.
Yeah, I own a restaurant called Don Cheech. I had a few before, and I only have one. Much easier. It's in Rosebank, Staten Island.
12701 Bay Street.
What?
1271 Bay Street.
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
I know that address better than my own.
Should, probably. Oh, yeah. Hey, come on, Madonna. There we go.
That's awesome. Why don't you tell us about your show on Channel 34, Easy Cookies, with your delightful co-host?
Yeah, I mean, the co-host is whatever. You know, sometimes, yeah, we have me and my wonderful co-host,
What exciting.
Heather Butts.
You and me.
We have a show on Channel 34 on Spectrum or Verizon. It's the channel is called Community Media of Staten Island. You can download a free app. Much easier. You can stream. The whole show is you can stream it. We got what, 60 shows on there?
You're like a 70 now.
Oh my God. All right. 70 shows. Each show like this, I show you how to make 2 recipes from scratch in my commercial kitchen. So there's 2 separate recipes from A to Z. So you can actually learn how to make that dish. Unlike when you go on Instagram, you see somebody doing something in 70 seconds. It looks cool, don't get me wrong. You're not making that dish. You got no clue how you made it. So this is almost instructional how to make 2 recipes from scratch. And then it tells you also the ingredients, so blah, blah, blah. Community Media of Staten Island. And you're going to see when you go to Easy Cooking is the name of the show on that channel, there's a library, and each one it tells you what we're cooking. So you can choose which recipe you want to look at. Click on it and you see it. You know what? One more. I like even numbers.
How did you learn how to cook?
By eating. Yeah.
Not working in the kitchen with your mother or father?
No, actually, when I was little, I used to love to hang out with my grandmother while she was cooking. I was like 4, 5, 6 years old. No, I started working. I always enjoyed, for whatever reason, hanging out in the kitchen. And then I started working in a restaurant when I was really young, around 15, in the dining room though, not in the kitchen. And then when I moved back to Italy in my early 20s, 22, that's when I put myself in the kitchen strictly. No more dining room. So over 40 years in the restaurant business, working in restaurants, and over 30 years in the kitchen. Yeah, I'm 84. You know? Oh, I almost didn't see you back there. What happened to your girlfriend? What happened to your girlfriend? What did she leave for? You didn't find out? You didn't ask her why you leaving? No? All right. By the way, son, you know, after I'm done, right? You know what you're doing, right?
No,
You go, yeah, you're gonna help me out. You know, you gotta kill this thing out, bro. Come on, kid. He's here from college. He's only visiting for 2 days, the freaking kid.
Kansas. My son works in Kansas City. He's doing traffic control.
I'm like 3 hours from Kansas City.
Yeah, it's all farmland wherever the hell he ended up.
Where my son lives, it's all farmland.
It's all farmland.
Just outside of the, about half hour there.
Yeah?
But he's in the Missouri side. He lives in Missouri.
Yeah, I'm making a lot of freaking chicken over here.
How do you like it? You like it?
You hate it.
I hate it.
There's no food out there. There's no good stores. There's no good restaurants. There's no good nothing.
No.
You know, what did you say? The finest restaurant there, not too far from him, is Applebee's.
Yes.
I'm not kidding. That's what he told me.
It's absolutely true.
It's true. How sad is that?
No, my son said, this is the mom and pop restaurants and stores that we have here. And you go there and everything's like chain stores.
Yeah, no, he says if you're gonna go to market or whatever, it's like what is it? Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart, yeah.
That's
No,
it.
no good pizza. There was one Thai restaurant that was a family-owned restaurant that had good Thai food, but other than that. No. Of course, they have barbecue.
Well, they got a lot of good vegetables over there, right, son? Because all the farmland, he goes, Dad, I wake up in the morning with the huge smell of cow manure.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, it was like popular. In the morning, it was like 20 degrees. Yeah, then like 12 o'clock, it's like 90.
I had one son go to school in St. Louis, said when you left the city, all you saw was cornfields.
Well, you're like 4 hours away from Kansas City.
Right.
If you're in the city, there is
Right.
stuff there.
Right.
So every time I was trying to look for something, I go, oh, there's a lot of stuff. And then I look at how far it was, and I will do like a ways from his
Right.
college to this. It's like 5 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
Well, my son lives outside of Kansas City, but on the Missouri side.
Mm.
He's about 45 years out. It's longer than that. And the other one went to school in St. Louis for one.
Ah, there it is. Oh no, we're still in there. What the hell's going on over here?
No, we were never in the Midwest before we started going to school.
All right. Okay, this is done about us dipping and stuff, okay? That's it. Finito. No more. Take this away. Take this away. Put it over here.
Isn't that a sad commentary about our society has become all these chain food places rather than having wonderful restaurants like we have here?
Only large corporations are able to afford.
They have the food there. I mean, that's what the where do you find the good beef and the good corn and the really bizarre. I think it's,
Put my knife away. That's it. Move it up. Right, okay. What else? We don't need this. This is done. Done. try to stay as tidy as I can as I do what I do. Okay. This belongs here.
Makes cleanup easier.
Yeah. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Almost. This is the last two pieces. All right. Which what?
Spices, like, I don't know, like spices and dried onion, dried garlic, is a no-no, or it's okay sometimes, or?
I'm not against them. I just don't have any use for them personally.
You like the fresh stuff.
I mean, dry oregano. There's a lot of dry spices that you need that I use, obviously. And most of the peppers and this and that. The oregano and onion, it's not, it's not for what I do. Like I said, if I'm making breadsticks like I used to years ago, then I will use maybe some of that stuff, But that's it. I mean, what are you going to use it in? Well, you don't need the onion. You're gonna have it on the salad. If you want to put, I don't like the garlic, the dry garlic flavor. I just don't. It's not, for me. I don't like it. So you can use it if you like it. Sure, why not, kid? I'm like, you're the one who's gonna eat it. What do you mean easier? But there's no garlic in here. There's no garlic in the breadcrumbs. You don't need it. I don't think you need it. I mean, if you're gonna make a salad and you really love the garlic, then get a little thing, crush the garlic, and mix it into the dressing, and then you put it all over the salad if you want the garlic. I put onion instead, so.
What do you season your meat with it?
Something else, the garlic, the pepper, the salt, the restaurant food, and
Listen, I have some dry garlic in my cupboard. It's been sitting there
But those dry seasonings, I understand. Somebody said they go in and you don't even know it. They get old, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they last a long time. When they get old, they'll just lose some of its flavoring. It becomes weaker, especially has to do with with red pepper and things like that. It just becomes less potent.
I don't put that much in.
There we go.
Not like that anymore.
Oh, you got the good extra virgin olive oil. Let me see. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah. Pours way too slow for me. There we go. I'll be there 2 days pouring oil in there. What are you kidding me? There we go. That's what I need. Beautiful. Put it back. There we go. She'll never know. Apple cider vinegar. Okay.
Your choice of vinegar would have been?
I like it, but it's the only one we had here. I usually use red wine vinegar. A good red wine vinegar. I love it, actually.
Different vinegars for different foods.
Oh, we have salt over here. Heather,
Yeah.
do you have salt?
Yes, we do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, we do.
All right, hook a brother up. Come on. And you have like a trays to put the food in?
Or something like this.
Well, I could leave it like that if you want. What?
That's just a bigger version of it.
No, really? Is that what it is?
You just sound Captain Obvious.
We're done.
No, but seriously, do you want another tray, or you want that one? You want something else?
Where do you want to put the chicken and stuff? Oops, 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 oops. Beautiful. Yeah, I love it. Okay, I know what I gotta do. I know exactly what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna make 2 trays. Man, look at all this chicken cutlet, my own. There we go. There we go. Get this out. Now put it back. And I am done. Thank you.
Oh.
Isn't that pretty?
Yep.
That's pretty. Yeah.
Wow.
I love it. Yeah, here we go. Okay. That's it. Okay?
Wow.
I'm done. I'm finished. Oh, come on up.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Chef Massimo, get here to take your accolades.
What?
Get your name with the name.
I gotta clean my knife.
We want to thank Chef. The mic is fighting with me. We want to thank Chef Massimo for being here today for In the Kitchen. And now we're going to, well, eat.
You gonna eat now?
I mean, I plan to.
Okay. All right. Folks, it's called self-serve. I ain't serving nobody. All right. So come on up, have a little piece of chicken. And if you don't like it, I don't want to hear nothing about it.